And all these trips I had to go and get a passport. I'm just trying to live, I don't know what these last for. I just signed a deal and got a really big bag for it. You still at your mama crib and getting money, you gotta ask for it. I'm tired of complaining, I gotta bitch change my situation. Looking at the view outside, I thought I would never make it. Every day they take, but that don't stop the money making. If you want it, go and take it, ain't no point in hesitating. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind.
Yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, what? In the field like, yeah.
Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Monday Night Football on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what should be a great matchup between the New England Patriots and the Los Angeles Chargers.
Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Tonight, we reach the unofficial midway point of the season with a good Monday night battle between the New England Patriots and our home team. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. They're led onto the field by their quarterback, a man who's made quite the name for himself in the NFL, and that's Russell Wilson.
Brandon, I don't know about you, but when I heard he threw 5 touchdown passes last week, I thought, well, he's going to be the AFC Offensive Player of the Week. I didn't need to hear any other stats, and it turned out to be right.
That's exactly right. It seemed like every time we turned around, he was throwing one in the end zone, but he doubled down. He said, I see 5 more in this game. Challenge accepted.
Challenge.
Check 53, right. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
They go play action with Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete to open things up.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Wilson now throwing again. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a 1st down. They'll run the screen with Mack. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. And that's a loss of 7 on the 1st down play.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Quick slant, caught by Moore. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Blowing that play up, Roquan Smith as he gets the sack. It's 2nd and goal. Back to the 8-yard line now. Wilson. Being chased out left. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. From 8 yards out. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Well, these guys scored touchdown after touchdown in that win a week ago. So how do they come out this week? Same way. They've got that momentum going. A touchdown on the opening drive.
I think it's safe to say that they're in a groove, isn't it? I mean, a lot of times we've seen where teams have scored a ton of points the week before. The very next week struggle to score almost as if they used it all up. Not in this case. This group appears locked in.
And we're going to have to make some adjustments if you're on the other side of that football. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
The face mask moves him all the way out past the 40 now for first down. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down. On 1st and 10, Love. That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And a promising start as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18.
Get out of the way, dude.
And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. DeMarcus Lawrence racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on, how about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. Past the 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Call that a gain of 38. A big march forward on the 3rd down conversion. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now he steps away. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Wilson. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target. But now it'll be 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Wilson. steps away to his left. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Calvin Ridley, his first touchdown on the year. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
All right.
Two excellent drives for them to start this game, both ending with touchdown passes.
Yeah, they're off and running, even though they finish things off through the air. Gotta like what you're seeing from them so far. Being able to maneuver offense, take care of the football, and then ring that bell at the end with, as you said, 2 touchdown passes.
This fielded at the 2. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
That's a good quick play.
They'll get 3 out of the dump off there, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down. Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. That punt returns 69 yards. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
And as soon as they hand a rookie his playbook, they say you better make your mark on special teams if you want to hang around. I'd say returning one for a touchdown will definitely leave a memory.
Yeah, that's a pretty indelible mark here early on in his career. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Well, we know he has home run hitting ability in the punt return department, and he showcases it there all the way back for 6. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Draw play, Edmonds. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
It does look like another 3-and-out here, and at some point, got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit, and we're not even at halftime.
And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here's Russell Wilson and the Seahawk offense now getting set to go again. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence, does a great deal for your team, gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wilson. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack. Now Wilson.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. Here's Wilson.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Lamb. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Now it's Wilson.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. Well, it was too far for a field goal try. You don't really gain a whole lot out of a punt, so I don't think you have much of a problem with that, do you?
No, not at all. I think it's the right play, the exact right play, because even if you want to play defense and pin them deep, you know how hard it is for a punter to knock one dead inside the 10-yard line. That's not necessarily easily done. So I think going for it there was the right call.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jay Ajayi there out of the backfield, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together, the front and back.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown as they are now on the board here in the first half. That seemed like a much-needed touchdown after 21 unanswered points to start the game.
It's not often that you equate a football game to a golf tournament, but it's like you don't want to shoot yourself out of the tournament too early. So they needed that touchdown to make sure that they got an opportunity to not just get back into this game, but a chance to win it later if they continue to play well.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. So let's glance at a player spotlight now with Russell Wilson. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. The Charger drive about to get going. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL.
And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. DeMarcus Lawrence, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson, Allen's got it complete. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. And an alley to run. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Touch 50, touch 50. Switch up, switch up.
They'll indeed go for him with Wilson. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Flush to his right. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one goes for 24 yards.
Alert.
On first down, Wilson. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick. But instead it falls down incomplete.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. That is going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Wilson. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. This one from 35 yards away. And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
And just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And a lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And incredibly, now a hit and a loose football.
That's it, baby. We got work.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Love. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
To throw on 3rd down. Love. That's complete to Cobb. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he's on to punt for New England. Oh, he nearly broke that one. As it stands, though, a heck of a 36-yard run back. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. So here are the Chargers to take over. Last week they got the victory against the Colts, and they lead this one as well as they begin things here 1st and 10.
Check 53, Mike. Hey, we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges.
Now Wilson on 1st down, escaping the pressure right. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson caught by Allen. And he gets it down to the 32. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Wilson from the gun, he'll throw. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one, picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson forced out to his left. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Patrick Owasor in there to get him. That is the 6th time that they have sacked him tonight. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the 1st, right around the 15.
Okay, Brady, I see you.
So on fourth down, they're going to go again. Keep in mind they're 3 of 4 so far in these situations.
Delay of game, offense.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
For the field goal, a 37-yard attempt.
And he'll try and throw here on the fake. And all the gamble fails. It's incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. The Pats at the line ready to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Ajayi. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Back to throw. Love. And this is going to be incomplete.
This has kind of been the story all night long, hasn't it? An inability to really get much done on 3rd downs, and it's costing them.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Here's more on the return. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Keep it up, keep it up. Hey, Alpha.
From the gun, Lawrence. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away, turns into a nice play.
They throw again on 2nd down. This one's complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. From midfield now, here's Wilson.
But that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson flush to his right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Delay of game, offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Still 4th down.
And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day. Alert, alert, alert.
Here we go on 4th with Wilson. And this is caught. He hits more. And he's got this down to the 35. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, and now it's 1st and 10. Wilson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Patrick Owasor, his 2nd sack of the night. Another try after the 1st down sack. Wilson escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, lived to fight another down, right?
And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 19. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go, D. Big Sears right here.
On 1st down, Love. He completes it to Jones. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Back now in Los Angeles. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Throwing on 1st down. Love. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop anything.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. He had 3 of those sacks last week en route to being the AFC Defensive Player of the Week 1 right there. How do you block him now?
That's the question you think that they'd be able to answer. After having 3 the week before, you'd make all the necessary adjustments in practice, but he's such an imposing force, he knows how to get to the quarterback anyway.
8. I'm also going to do a quick little substitution here.
Big yards on that one, and a Charger first. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
It's just me and you.
Wilson operating from the gun. Flushed out right. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now this one complete on the slant route. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Following the fumble recovery, Love. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. This quarterback now just 6 of 16 through the air, but he does have a 1st and 10 here. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. On 1st and 10, Love. He finds Ajayi. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 45-yard line. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Operating from the gun, Love. Jones has it. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 7 yards there and a first down. On first down, Love. And Josh Hill has it. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Throwing on first down, Love. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Von Miller in there for sack number 127 in his great career, moving him past Kansas City Hall of Famer Derek Thomas on the all-time list. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now McManus will line up for the field goal. From the left hash, this from 34. The kick by McManus is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
380. Let's go, D.
Wilson wants to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Quick slant, caught by Moore. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
53. Know your job. 14. 53 the mic. Go. Hey, easy.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And an alley to run. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
And let's get this.
To throw is Wilson. From the gun, he'll throw. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by DeMonte Kazin. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time. Well, this D, particularly the secondary, has been picked apart at points here tonight. They finally, though, get to the quarterback, get a pick.
And we know this about him. He loves night games, loves the spotlight, loves being the center of attention. I will bet you that he ran off the field almost chuckling to himself. They finally got one. They finally got me.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Looking to throw. Love. They'll find Everett there, complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Gerald Everett. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that will shave one more off this lead. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Charger drive about to get going. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Oh, Wilson going to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for the home team here, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for New England, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk.